that moment you got to call the Coast Guard. We got to the point where I can't fix it. We're not producing enough power. So most of us don't want to do this, but I have to, and I'm only probably about a mile from the marina. So I'd prefer to call the Coast Guard instead of asking someone to pull me in, because if something goes wrong and we hit one of the boats or something bad happens, it's not good. So yeah, it's probably best that I call the Coast Guard. I'm not producing enough power to start the engine, so with my fridge. And we had a month's worth of groceries turn up, so the boat's a bit of a mess, so I want to get it organised. But yeah, here we go.
Coast Guard, good morning, Johnny speaking.
Morning Johnny, how's it going today?
Pretty good so far. How about yourself?
Yeah, well, I could be a little bit better, but I've had to give you a call.
Alright, what do you need?
So I'm about half a mile from Waikara Marina.
In Queen Charlotte Sound?
Yeah, Picton.
Yep.
I'm just seeing if I can get a tow in at about 10 o'clock, or maybe a jump start, depending on what happens in the next 5 hours.
Yeah, of course we can. We can look at that.
Yeah. I've had fuel problems, so I've got a quarter of a tank and it's sucked up shit. I've got my boat's the Taranui, and my Coast Guard number is 164972.
Plenty of battery life on this phone?
What's that, mate?
You got plenty of battery life on your phone as well?
Yeah, I just turned this one on, and I've got 2 phones, so yeah.
Excellent. Spell that vessel name again for me, I couldn't quite catch it.
Oh, sorry, it's Taranui, so Taranui.
One word or 2 words?
No, one word.
Cool. How big is she?
She's a 10-metre motor sailor, and we've got mini T on the back, so it's a smart wave. They won't miss us, we're right in front of the entrance in the middle, so yeah.
You're just drifting?
No, I'm on anchor. I've been on anchor for a couple of days.
Gotcha.
I'd prefer to get Coast Guard to come in and tow me, just in case, you know, a guy like towing us in, if something happens in the marina, it's just not worth it. It's easier getting you guys in. More experience.
In the marina there?
No, so I'm going to go over at 8 o'clock and have a shower and organise a good enough berth for us to be towed into.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, so I thought 10 o'clock would be pretty sufficient if you guys, if that's okay for you guys.
Sure.
Unless
The only limitations will be their availability with their work. They're
Yeah.
volunteers, but we'll give it our best nudge.
Yeah.
If not, one of the guys is actually the local harbour master, so he may be able to do other aspects as well.
Yeah, cool.
That's all good. What colour is Taranui?
So it's grey, it's got grey roof and decks and a white trim, and it's got a white hull.
Fantastic. Excellent.
And yeah, you couldn't miss us because I've got a big bull mastiff Prince, so he'll be roaming around. He's friendly as, and then on the back I've got like a dog sort of netting cage thing that he jumps onto the little boat with, so you won't miss us. And a blue shade cover on the back as well.
Yep.
On the aft deck.
Tell you what, once you've organised a berth, give us a call back, and if you haven't heard from us by then, but I'll let the guys know as soon as daylight comes.
Yeah, I did. Well, I was going to ring them yesterday, but we ended up going to the pub, and I talked to an old fella, and he told me to try a couple of things, so when you get here, we might be able to just give it a bump start. So, yeah, I've done everything I can, but without power, yeah, my fridge is sucking up everything. So we originally just come in to get food, and the next day go and fill up once I'd been paid, but obviously we got down to that quarter of a tank, and because I've just bought this, the last owner told me that he'd never used any more than 40 litres and always topped it up because of the diesel bug. So Yeah, it's a learning curve, so yeah, I think the tanks need to come out next survey.
Fantastic. Always something to do.
Yes.
All right. How heavy is she?
6 ton or 6.5 ton, so probably with everything on at 7.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
And just you on board? Or...
So me and Prince, my four-legged bestie.
Well, gotcha.
Yep.
Excellent. All right. Well, if you haven't heard from us by the time you organise that berth, give us a call back on this number.
Yeah, because I think if we go for 10 o'clock, if they can, I know you've got, you know, if something happens, something happens. I'm safe, everything's okay. We're just running out of power, and we just bought a month's worth of shopping, so that's why I tried to organise everything yesterday, but the people at the office went, they couldn't get a boat to me. I just wanted an experienced person, because there's too many nice boats in that place, so yeah, if that's cool.
Cool.
Okay, thank you.
All right, we'll speak to you later in the morning.
Okay, mate, bye.
Okay, thanks.
So, yeah, fantastic deal with, as you can see. Wait for later on. Yeah, bloody good.